Yes, in fact, probably the single action that a person can take, an individual can take to reduce carbon emissions is vegetarianism.
Save our planet. Top climatologist Dr. James Hansen calls for less coal and less meat to stop global warming. At a recent Interfaith Climate Summit in Uppsala, Sweden, Dr. James Hansen called for the phasing out of fossil fuels through strong government actions. He explained what the goals would be for world leaders during an interview with Supreme Master Television.
We have to actually reduce the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere. It's already increased to about 385 parts per million. If we want to stop the warming and stop the melting of more ice, we're going to have to reduce the CO2 at least back to 350 ppm and perhaps even somewhat lower. So that makes that's a tall order. It requires phasing out the coal emissions, but it also means that we're going to need to improve our agricultural and forestry practices.
Like many scientists have affirmed, eliminating carbon-based fuels will have far-reaching benefits on the economy as well as the health of the planet and its inhabitants. While continuing to call for bold government policies to make this happen, Dr. Hansen also shared what ordinary citizens could do to help.
There are many things that people can do to reduce their carbon emissions, but changing your light bulb and many of the things are much less effective than changing your diet, because if you eat further down on the food chain rather than animals which have produced many greenhouse gases and used much energy in the process of growing that meat, you can actually make a bigger contribution in that way than just about anything. So that's, in terms of individual action, is perhaps the best thing you can do.
We join you, Dr. Hansen, in your call to leaders and citizens to preserve our earthly home. And thank you for continuing to be a voice of courageous and constructive actions, including the shift toward the plant-based diet. May the environment be restored for all the future generations to come.
Greetings to Supreme Master TV. My message to you is be veg, go green, save the planet.